Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me on this second video on our 2 weeks intensive course on avoiding exponential left-hand tension. I've seen all of your videos and your comments and your questions. Feel free to keep them coming. I'm more than happy to help in any way I can. Unfortunately, these 2 weeks is not enough to go over this subject, so I'll try to, I think we're gonna have to do a part 2. Eventually we'll do it, but for now I hope we all get like a general idea. Now, I explained in my last video about how the relaxation works. Now it's very simple. We do it every day. When you open and you close your hand and you grab any, say I'll grab this pen, as soon as I leave it, my hand relaxes. There is no more tension involved. And it should be the same with the guitar, because at the end of the day, the primordial movement that we do is opening and closing the hand. Now, this is important, first of all, to keep a good position of the hand, which is what we talked about on the position 0. The second thing is the amount of tension that you use to create sound, and for that we have a fantastic complementary video that Ariel, he's a professor in Argentina, and well, he's a professional guitarist, and he is kindly enough recorded a video explaining all of this. And on the other group that he's not there, I'm going to post this so you'll see it on the comments. And I think it's very good for understanding how much pressure do we really need to use to create sound, and also on using the gravity of the arm. Now you'll see tons of videos explaining how to use the gravity of the arm and all of this, but I think Ariel does a very good point. Now, I saw for some of you, I saw in a couple of videos, I saw that there was a position that was very stressful, like something like this. Now, I explained in the first video that if I bring my arm like this, you see, it's completely round. There is an arch here. That's the normal position of the hand. If I do it, you'll see the same thing if I do it like this. So it's important that you keep a position from here, because if not, this is bringing tension from both sides of the hand, here, this side of tendons, and this side of tendons. So that's too much. It's not going to work in any other way. So I implore you, find a position that it's very similar to how your hand is relaxed when it's like this. So if I have my guitar here, bring it up, that's it. And from there you can play. No, if your hand is a bit like this or like this, doesn't matter. The important thing is that it comes from a very relaxed position, which we call position 0. Okay. Now, second thing, what I wanted to do today has to do with the second exercise I gave you on my last video, which was about playing the first couple of bars of a piece you're playing. It doesn't matter, the more simple the better, because the point is how do we relax, and that's our main focus. And many of you actually played the piece, which is okay, of course, and I like to see how it was relaxed. Nevertheless, the whole point of the exercise is not on playing. It's on not doing, relaxing your hand. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example with a very famous source study from the Segovia edition, number 5, and I'll explain how to extrapolate the structural pattern you need to practice to understand the relaxation. Now, our job as musicians is like, imagine you're building a house and you have the architect who is designing that the house is a beautiful building, and then on the other side you have the structural engineer who is going to sign some papers saying that house, the columns, the weight, how everything is distributed is going to hold. And especially where I live, we have hurricanes. Now that it's a hot topic right now in the world, you'll see that is an incredibly important thing. So our conversation right now is going to be more like structural engineers. But for that, I need to see that beautiful lines that the architect is drawing. Like, imagine in this case, a beautiful piece full of notes and everything, and find where are the structural strongholds that are going to hold my position, my left hand positions. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about, how to get them out, practice them by themselves, not by playing the piece, but by understanding them, and then you will be able to understand tension much better. If this sounds too complicated, don't worry, follow me. It's not. It's very simple. So, for example, I'm gonna paste the first couple of bars of this etude here under these videos so you can see them. and follow this. So the first bar, everyone knows this, it's in B minor, very beautiful. Now, if I ask you, which positions am I using? So I need to know which positions I'm going to use, like a general structure, to be able to relax them, okay? So the way I would practice is, the way I see it, the first thing you have is, it's like a B minor chord. So, okay, so first with the D, and in the beginning of the second bar you have with the F sharp, and then you have to release that position, and then keep the F sharp and put the C sharp, and then put the other, then a D with the B and the F sharp. Okay, so the way I'm gonna practice that to make sure my hand is very relaxed, it's like that. Relax, next position. Relax, next position. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time, very, very slow so you see it. Please follow it with the music. So, first bar, or you can play it together. That's the idea. Okay, I relax. You see, my priority is I relax my hand immediately, and then I search for the second one. I relax, it's over. Next one. I relax, it's over. Next one. Okay, this is how I make sure that the structural pattern of my hand, in this case it would be like the columns of the house, are correct. They can hold the structure. Now, if I break it down like it's written, my brain thinks of 3 different structures instead of the amount of notes that you have there. Okay? Because then you're thinking of 15, 20, 100, 200 things, like individual notes, instead of thinking of very straight columns that are very easy to remember. And not only that, but to think harmonically, we're kind of similar. But in this case, think about the technical aspect of the left hand. I hope this helps and not very confusing. If it is, I'll post another video explaining it just this. Now, the other exercise I want to give you today is just an idea that Soar does it, which is fantastic. And I think you can apply this to anything that you're playing. This is from the study number 9, also in the same book. And he does this study, which says tranquilo, so it's not fast. It goes like this. Relax, 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 relax. So he's playing 8th note and then an 8th note rest. You see? Now, the idea is that we're going to use that time to relax. The thing is that we need to break up. You're relaxing doesn't mean that I'm gonna relax and immediately go to the next note and play the next note. We need to break it down. We're thinking like kind of scientists or engineers, so everything is very mathematical. So let's make, for example, 3 steps on it. My first step, you don't need to play this study, but if you want to, or you can break it out to whatever other piece you're playing. I just want to see this practicing process, okay, of the 3 steps. Now here we're gonna do, I play, I relax. That's my first step. My second step is I prepare. You see, I hold it there. There is no need to play. I'm just holding it there so I know that I'm in the correct position. And then I press and play, and that's my third step. Then I relax. First step. Second step, bringing it to the next position. Third step, I play. And then I relax. So you see, there's always 3 steps which are individual, and then they don't have to do anything with each other. Of course, eventually when you're playing, all of these gets meshed up into one big reflex. But when you see, for example, big, incredible players like Ricardo Gallén or Marco Tamayo or Joaquin Clerch or Rafael Aguirre, all of them practice like this. And you know, many of these players. So the idea is that you break down the tension and you break down the preparation in a way that it's not just one thing. So you see, I relax. So that's it. Second step, I prepare. Third step, I play. First step, I relax. Second step, I prepare. Third step, I play. Okay, now this might seem like a lot of information, a lot of it that it requires a lot of time, and yeah, maybe at the beginning it does, because it's a reflex that you're creating. Now this eventually becomes natural, you see, but try to do this when you're practicing. Try to find, for example, if you're playing Lagrima, I relax, I prepare, and I play. Okay, and then you can do it also with the structural thing we're talking about. Next one, next one, and with this you can do with any piece you're playing. It doesn't matter which one, and you can do the exact same process. So let me know in the comments. I hope this helps, and I know it's a lot of information, and I did quite a long video, but I'm trying to explain as best as I can how this process is behind it. Okay. Anyway, we still have the end of this week and a whole new week next week that we can continue working on this. But please give me your comments and your ideas, and I hope this helps you play better and feel more comfortable while you're making music. Okay. So I'll see you next one. Thank you so much. Bye bye.